parts box is open. We got the Orlandoo Hunter open, and here I am. Getting started on this. Let me log into my computer real quick. The reason why I'm logging into the computer is because I'm gonna have to write Banggood. I'm discouraged about the body. I know I gotta sand it and stuff. I don't know, maybe it sits on the shelf and they just package it, throw a little sticker on it, and they're like, oh, there's all the kit. You know, make sure they put all the parts in the kit. But I just feel like it shouldn't be dirty like that. Maybe that's just from the manufacturer or something, but on those lines, there's dirt, and over here, there's just a lot of dirt. I'll get it out of the package. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys. I'm working on the differential here. I'm greasing everything up. Hold on, my screen went out on the GoPro 4, Hero 4. It says the grease that it's weird using my finger looking through the screen. And I got screwed in. I got this one built, but as you can see, there's like a gap there. See that gap? I know it's not like the perfect. I'm gonna get the metal ones. It's not like the perfect, and everybody's like, oh, it's tiny. This is like the same size differential as my son's little rock crawler that we're gonna be doing so it's almost like the same size, same size screws, on 1/32 scale. It's not that hard building this little truck, and it's fun. So what are we gonna do right now? We're gonna be taking this gear. I got some grease on the gear. I don't know, you guys let me know if that's enough grease. And we're gonna finish up the differential. So let's grab my grinder. Let's see if we can set you guys up. See? That's how that's gonna be looking, right? So let's go ahead and try and put the other differential together. I already got some screws ran down here at the bottom. Make sure I line this up right. It's even got an indentation inside the cover, inside the case, where you can see the gear goes. I'm going to just squeeze that tightly with my fingers, and then we're going to go after those two screws right there. Try and get it even as possible without using my trusty little computer screwdriver. About right there. Let's go ahead and attack the next screw. See, the part's finished. I guess you can seal that, but there's like a crack right here. Yeah, maybe it's gonna fill out, and then it just looks uneven right here. Looks like the plastic, it's not lining up. The molds, they're not lining up right. Or maybe I just put the wrong cap in on the wrong one, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm gonna take it back apart. Just to see, maybe one goes to one and one goes to the other. You just can't grab these parts. And I'll set that one down. It's easy. I like it. This is fun. But we do need to get the moving though, because I do want to see how this drilling, because you got to do your own drilling, like, I'm not that old, but I mean, maybe the old RC10s. My team is so that fits a little bit better. I am liking that. Let's go on YouTube and update for your Google account. Yeah, I was live 13 hours ago showing the new DLC for GTA. But let's check out this dude's Orlandoo Hunter. He's got a pretty cool Orlandoo Hunter. He's got the soundboard in it. He's actually got a different body on it. It's a Chevy Blazer body. And I believe those are the Losi, if I can find my Mini T Losi, because it has the Losi Desert Truck tires on it, tires and rims on it. If I can find that chassis somewhere around my house, I'll have new tires and rims for the Orlandoo. Let's go ahead and get that screwed in. See, Orlandoo, I like it because it's a little crawler and it looks like it can do a good job. The motor I got coming in the mail from Banggood.com is the 120 RPM. Don't want to strip the plastic. Just talking about the truck. All right, so we got the differentials built. We use these front and rears. We're gonna go on there and go to the next part. I'm gonna need those Twizzlers. And the next part looks like we're gonna be building the front. So, parts that we're gonna need. We're gonna need 2 of these, 2 of those, 2 bearings, 2 4-ball ends, 4 screws, and it actually gives you the number for the screws. As I'm getting the bearings out, I have to use my wife's lady pinchers, tweezers, that's what I call them. And we're gonna go in this bag here and grab one of these because we gotta press them in this thing. Probably a hub carrier. So cool. All the screws come in these tiny little bags that are numbered and individually categorized. I don't know if you guys can pick that up, and then on the directions it tells you the category, the number that we need. And we're going to be putting the differential together just like that. Here's the parts. Well, I'm trying to screw in the ball end, and it's not a flathead like it shows in all the other videos. They changed it. It's a Allen head screw, and the Allen head that they give you, it doesn't fit in there, and it's not tightening it, it's stripping. So I got some star head keys where I was able to get this started, but I can't even tighten down the ball end. I'm gonna have to go and find my Allen wrenches. Alright, you guys, what's up? I was still working on the differential. Having a problem with these bearings. I had to press those bearings in, and I was worried about breaking the plastic, but I pressed them in. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the differential together. Continue building. What's up, you guys? I went ahead, got the bearings in there, got the bearings in the knuckles. I'm gonna go ahead and finished putting this together. Just checking out some other YouTube videos. Checking out some other YouTube videos on the Orlandoo Hunter, like this guy. He's got one. But like I said, banggood.com. That's where you want to get it at. Got the knuckles in here. We're going to put the ball ends on it. This Allen head must be used for something else. It doesn't work with the ball heads. It strips it. So I'm using one of my star bits to kind of like snug down the ball ends. And now we're on this step here. I'm going to get going. And I'll flip the page and get back to it. What up, you guys? Checking out some commercials on YouTube and ain't got nothing on the big screen, but right now I'm trying to pop this in here. It's a nice Jeep he's got going on there. It's an awesome Jeep he's got going on. But what I'm doing is, we're going to pop that in. Now what I did was I went with the bottom first down here. And then I'm going to push down and try and pop it in. If that don't work, I got another trick. Grab one of my little flathead screwdrivers here. Make sure I got all my screws in. Alright, I'm missing a screw.
So I put in a lot of extra effort into her.
And I'm gonna pry up on there. Pry. Or try and pry. I got the other side and I was like, you know what? Let's put this on camera. Oh, we almost got it. Oh, there it go. Yeah, Orlandoo. Now look at that. We can turn. I mean, it's probably going to have like a nice little turning radius on this little axle. Look at that. Let's turn the wheel. Yeah. Alright, we'll get back on the... Now we can turn the page. What we do is, we got to put the servo mount. I don't have the servo yet. The servo's not in from Banggood. I mean, I probably have like other micro servos I can use, but yeah, I'm just not going to put a servo in until the one from Banggood comes in, because I'm not exactly sure what size it is. But we're going to go ahead and put the mount on and everything. And we actually get to use the drill. We got to drill out some mounts. So we need one of these mounts. We need one of these. We're gonna need 2 ball ends. And we're gonna need one of those 01103 screws and a 1205 screw. 2 1205 screws. So as I get my parts ready.
Hey guys, Ben here from Authentic. Today I'll be giving you my full review of the JLB Cheetah remote control car.
1205. So we need 2 of these. Get my lady pinchers out. Oh, almost dropped that. Alright, and then we need 1003. I'm gonna find that 1003 screw. We just had them. Okay, 12.5. Oh, here's the 1003 screws. We'll keep them in the bag. Go ahead and put all this stuff away. 1205 screws are going to go in the rear.
The hydraulic shocks are amazing, even flying across sand and all sorts of terrain. It handles like a beast. There's front headlights, which not only look cool, but are really helpful for determining orientation at far distances. Durability is impressive too. I've been driving everywhere for about a month now, taking a ton of flips and tumbles, and it still keeps driving strong, no broken parts at all. The only minor issue I had was 2 different times the
Oh, drop that screw.
the wheel came off. Thankfully, I found the nut both times, screwed it back on tight, and haven't had any more issues. Now, I really think RC cars are making a major comeback. Prices are coming down while LiPo batteries and brushless motors.
Alright, and then it wants us to screw it on, not this way on the front end of the axle, but on the rear of the axle. Right here at these 2 holes. We're gonna butt them, that bucket up, that bracket up here. And we're gonna go ahead and screw everything down into the holes. Make sure we got everything matched up. Whoa. Trying to hold this down with one hand. Get it in the camera shot. I don't even know if it's in the camera shot. Hopefully that's it and it's not cross thread. I hate cross thread. Alright, I don't know if I should put the front bracket on or should I do some drilling, but we got to do drilling at this little spot here, and it wants us to do drilling on the other side. What we're going to do is we're going to go straight through and hope to God that we go straight. So we're going to grab the drill bit that it came with. You know what? I guess we could go ahead and put the front bracket on. That way we can put those screws up and we don't have to worry about losing those screws. Because once we put the bracket on, we're okay, because those other 2 top holes up here is what the servo is going to mount onto. And what it means by micro servo, it's a micro servo. I think the ECX Little Rock Climber has a bigger servo than that. Alright, where did the tweezers go? We need one. One is parts bag, and we're gonna, oh, not a whole bunch. We just need one. Alright, let's go ahead and get this on here. Extended Savage, huh? That sounds like a cool truck. Oh man, I keep dropping screws. So I'm watching YouTube and now I'm watching this screw hole. There we go. And it wants us to throw on the servo. Like I said, we don't have a servo. So we're gonna go ahead and do some drilling. And we're gonna come up here to this side here. Man, I'm not really used to this little hand drill. I mean, kind of want to just grab my drill and be like, zzz. Let me get this hole started and then I'll show you guys. I'm just not liking that drill hole.
Okay, both trucks are doing really good. We're happy so far. This looks amazing. Those springs and the color setup are awesome. The X-Max is huge. Why don't you guys in the comment section below tell us which one you like better? Is it the big powerful X-Max or is it the Hot Wheels? Give me a little bit of a tip.
Okay, the holes they're coming in. I'm just going slowly, taking my time, going at one side or either side. I don't want it to be messed up, you know. And I got one of these parts, one of these kids. I'll just drill a little bit. And check it. Drill a little bit and then check it. Hope this is straight. Hope it's. They're ripping those RC cars up in the snow. Alright, that hole's getting deeper. I mean, I guess that's deep enough. Leave it to where there's still some plastic, you know. It's like stopping the drill bit. Maybe this drill bit ain't tight enough. Yeah, it's just. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We made it go through. Alright. We got the hole all the way through, right? Okay. So now the next part is get two of those ball ends. And let's try and screw them in. I'll go ahead and get them. Let's grab one. original star bit that we were using. I said the Allen head was just stripped out, so see, this ain't even doing a good job of screwing it in. We're gonna try our best until I can go to the hardware store and buy me an Allen head. And then after we get this ball in, because we won't be putting a servo in, we will be able to start working on the rear differential. This hole's not perfectly straight.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. My beautiful wife. She got me this Orlandoo for Father's Day, and dang good shipped it out. So now we got the differential done. We don't have the servo yet. Like I said, we'll be waiting on another unboxing for that. The differential looks good. It's tiny. Look how tiny that is, babe. Super tiny. And now we can get to work on the rear differential. We'll set that one over to the side. We are starting with the rear differential. We're gonna need one of these mounts because we're gonna be drilling into this mount. We're gonna need two of these ball ends. We're gonna need two of the 1205 screws. Two of the 1205 screws. And we're gonna need two of the axles that we got left. These are here. Let's go ahead and get the axles in. I like to put a little bit of grease on it. It's metal putts, metal and plastic. Not a lot, just a tiny little bit on my finger.
You can't even see what you're doing.
What?
Oh.
Can you? Is it on
Yes.
camera?
Never mind.
Alright. That's why I
My
need
bad.
That's why I need a camera person. Gonna go ahead and set that one down. Gonna do like I did on the other one, just a little tiny piece of grease like that.
You have to give it time to focus.
I know, babe, I just... It's in there. Gonna go ahead and screw down the bracket. Open up our teeny tiny screw bag. Grab our warmer pincher. And the mount has to go on the backwards way. It's gonna go on the front. This nose end sticks towards towards the dry shaft. Uh-oh. 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 I dropped something. Something super tiny. Now wait a minute, before we mount this, we need to mount this the right way because it's showing us the directions. It's showing us this differential has to sit a certain way. There's that little black marker, isn't that weird looking symbol? So, the screw hole with the tab right here, that has to be down. It's up, that's down. Go ahead and line up our screw. Let's go ahead and get it screwed in. Go ahead and do the same thing for the other screw. Maybe hard for me to see, or hard for you guys to see. Tiny parts. Now, we're gonna drill right through like we did the other mount, right there where that notch is right there. All the way through to the other side, so we can put a ball in, well, 2 ball ends. And I'm trying to think where did my other drill go, because this drill, not really holding up. So we're gonna put a little bit of grease on the drill because it's gonna get hot. A little bit of grease on that bit. That way we can finish up the chassis. And I believe if I order another Orlandoo, I believe that this drill ain't gonna make it. We'll be using a brand new drill. 1 drill bit per kit. I got 4 more kits to get. I want to build my buddy Dan had a Ram 1500. I want to build a Ram 1500. I want to get another Ram model and build an Orlandoo into a Ram 1500 because my one friend Phil, he has one. And build another F-150 because my buddy Chris has a F-150 just like mine. Get them all painted up and it'll look cool on the scale track. Make sure I didn't blow no parts away. As you can see, hole's starting to get drilled. I'm going to start working on the other side now. Back it up to me now, I know I gotta. See, that hole looks a little up. keep drilling. Keep on drilling until we get to the other side. And I thought on the turn knuckles, because I've been watching videos on YouTube, on the turn knuckles you had to drill them out, but on mine it was only like 2 holes that had to be drilled out. See how the drill bit's stopping. Almost made it through. Let's get 2 of our ball ends. Go ahead and screw the ball ends into the hole. I had a flathead screwdriver all set up for this job when it came in the mail. And I look and I'm like, these are not flathead screwdrivers. Oh man, I almost lost that one. Slide our axles back in. Make sure that you don't slide in the threaded end, because that's got to go on for the tires. There's a non-threaded end. Make sure I got this in here right. Notch in there from when you built the differential, and you'll be able to see. All right, now I'm gonna probably have to do some bearing punching. Next up, yeah buddy, pushing in some differentials or some bearings, so get these boys out. I'm gonna do the bearings. Need 2 of the 3625 bearings. These should be your last 2 bearings in your bag. Well, not really, because in your chassis you should all have 13 together. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing the kit correctly, you should have 5 left. And you should have another bag for the other ball ends. And your C bag. go ahead and pour these out. Drop them bearings down in there, and I gotta find something to push these down. Okay, there they get stuck in there. Gotta find something small. Take my screwdriver. Push down. Alright, that bearing looks like it's seated. Hopefully it's seated. Do the same thing. And a straight runaway bearing. Get it in the hole. Whoa, little dude, where are you going? Just trying to get it flipped upside down regular. It's hitting hard. Take a screwdriver. Heard it pop in on that one. Let's see how this one looks versus that one. I guess that's seated right there, everybody. Alright, now it's telling us we're going to need 10003 screws. We're going to need 4 of those. These are 10, 12, 5 screws. $10,003, we need 4 of them. 4 ball ends. Let's get our ball ends out and put those in. One, 2, 3, and 4, and that should leave us with 2 ball ends left in this bag. Let's grab our drill, kind of like just clear out these holes. The holes are already drilled, they're just not open on the other end, so all I'm doing is just running the drill through. Just like that. Trying to get these threaded, get them screwed in. My son wants me to get a boat. I see Sparks out there playing with a boat on one of his videos. That's epic right there. I like some RC boats. I ain't never played with one, but wouldn't mind making an airboat. I wonder if this little Orlando can pull a trailer, like a scale trailer. Alright, we got those 2 zipped up just like that. together. Last ball in. This is like the axle cover, the axle shaft cover. All right. Now, it's gonna want me to take my axles, get ball in, it's supposed to be on the inside. Just like that. Slide through the bearing here. Like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab our 4 Orlandoo Hunter screws with, I guess that's what the W stands for, with 01003. See, it's all abbreviated. I read it. Got one of these screws out. Dude, you just gotta understand how tiny these screws are. I don't even know if it's focusing, but that's tiny. I can't even see the hole. I need like my Gundam light. I build my Gundams. Get this little screw on the end of this screwdriver. And then we're going to feed it through the hole. No, wait a minute. How's it going to hold that? I'm guessing that's lined up. Should it went in. So I guess that's lined up. It just seemed all crooked on one side, that's all. I mean, it is a model kit at this.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So we gotta drill these screws in. It's not moving now. I'm gonna put the other 2 in the back. Got that one in. spinning then. Spin that. Spinning the wheel. Hopefully I built it right. That's a little tiny. It's the Orlandoo Hunter's plastic differential. Rear differential. Orlandoo Hunter's front differential. So tiny. So fun. Alright. Now, what most people on YouTube don't ever show, what's after the differentials? What do you gotta do after the differentials? I don't know. You know, that's about as far as I get, is where people were building the differentials, and the next thing you know, their truck is built. It's like, oh dang. Supposed to be showing her in Oreo. So let's turn this page together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. And they want us to go with the B bag now. And they want us to do the linkages. It's got to be at 11 millimeters. That one's got to be at 18 millimeters. That one's got to be at 29. And that one's got to be at 33. Alright. So, now I'm going to build these linkages and grab my calipers and make sure I got them on right. So. And my calipers. And I need bag B. Bag B, everybody. Oh, dropped the razor blade on my lap. Not good. Alright. 21/24s. We need two 21/24s. Yeah, and how am I supposed to know which one is the B1218? Because you guys didn't make it. There's those four. I'm gonna mark them at 18 millimeters. Yeah, think the short one right here is the next one that we're going to be working on. And then 4 of those. It's only 7 millimeters. What's up, YouTube? We're back. GoPro camera keeps dying, but this is the next day. I kept building on the Orlandoo, and I just want to touch on some stuff. I got to put on the rear bumper. I drilled out those little things in the rear bumper. I don't know, I kind of messed that up, but we're gonna mount it anyways. I like how scale it is with the grill and the windshield wipers and the mirrors, and just want to touch on something. I don't have a servo yet. I'm waiting on the servo to come in the mail. But when you drill these in, be careful drilling them in. I had to drill like 2 or 3 holes. I don't know if you can see that, but to get that ball stud in, I kind of messed that ball stud up for that linkage. But I got it in there. Got the suspension on. I halfway built the drive shafts because, like I said, I didn't want to put the plastic gears in because I ordered the metal gears. So I halfway built the axles, and then I'm gonna finish up the axles when the metal gears and the motor and the speed controller come in. I'm gonna use the Latrax receiver box. It's a 3-channel receiver box, 2.4 gigahertz. So I'll be able to swap out this receiver box when I want to use the Orlandoo and I guess run it in the Latrax SST. Sorry, Latrax SST. I gotta get a servo horn for him. I haven't been out to Nakey and Hobby to get a servo horn. I've been waiting on their Orlandoo to come in. I gotta grab a servo horn for him and probably grab another receiver box, and then maybe I can just link the controller between 2 cars or something. So now what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be mounting the bumper to the chassis. Well, it wants us to mount the bed. There's really no point in mounting that stuff because we have to paint it. So please like and subscribe, everybody. Watch my I try and get live videos, live streaming of me playing GTA. That's so fun. But lately with like family birthdays and things happening that happened here in Michigan with that tornado and the power was out for 3 days. So we'll think of something. I'll think of something else to do. But when we get the parts in, the other 2 unboxings in for the Orlandoo, and then I'm having problems with this linkage. This linkage keeps popping off right here. Yeah, I gotta fix that. But as soon as the other parts come in on the Orlandoo, I'll keep you guys updated. I really like that. I like that it's got foams. The tires are super grippy. can't wait to get it out on the rock crawling course. I'll unveil the rock crawling course when this is done. And my son's ECX. Check out my Instagram at EpiAntoine420, or just Antoine Motley on Instagram. And I put up the F-150 body because it fits about the same size on the ECX, and it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go and grab him a scale body, get him a scale body, build a trailer for this, so that way we can have the F-150 pull the custom rock crawler, and we can go out and hit the trails and stuff. But anyways, as always, like and subscribe. Peace and love, you guys. Antoine out.